Okay, you guys, I'm pretty much done with my apartment, and I think Jesus is here right now, and he's beating up Satan in my apartment. Yeah, and no, we are not having sex, but anyways, yeah. As soon as he showed up, you might say, what's he doing? He kind of communicates to me with a form of telepathy. He doesn't really have to use words, and he wants me right now to make this video. And Brandy, I want to show you the table that you got me. It is awesome. I just want to thank you for this. Thank you so much. Look how nice it looks here. So I'm going to give you all a view of my apartment. As you can see, here is the closet area, and I have some cookbooks and stuff up here. This basically what I have in this section is just like when I want to go out the door, my walking clothes and stuff. It's right in here. And actually, I think Jesus is right next to me. I think he's here. Yeah. Hi, Jesus. Oh, but he's busy beating up Satan too. Okay. This is my sewing area. Hey, Jesus, I know you're not going to be having sex with me. I'm not worried about it. Satan's and Lori are insane to think that. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put this up. These were my I do this a lot. These are my walking pants. I got to hang them up over here. This is my sewing center. And what I can do is take that table out and sew here when it's time for me to sew. And then I have like some electrical stuff over here. Let me go ahead and turn on some more lights. This is my kitchen area, and following Jesus' Gail Commandments 2.0, I put all my kitchen stuff over here. And this is where he wants me to eat. Here's the bookshelf. I put the mirror here because I like to sit here on this desk. See, I sit here, right here on this desk, and sometimes I like to watch TV while I'm working on the computer, and I can see it in that mirror. See that? Wasn't that clever of me? Now here is where Jesus wanted me to put the bed, and he told me the only thing I can have on this bookshelf, which Brandy got me, thank you Brandy, the only thing I can have on this bookshelf are books and movies. Now, over here on this bed, when it was like 19 degrees outside, Jesus actually tucked me to sleep like a doting father. There was nothing sexual about it. Nothing sexual about it. It was just like a doting father. Jesus is so sweet. He will never ever appear to me in a 3D form. I know that because he's pretty hot. He's got perfect abs, and he probably doesn't want to risk Satan impersonating him. This is a digital piano that one of my Patreon supporters got me. This was in 2017. And I made her permanent because she's just so generous. Let me just, oh my goodness, you see that? See that right there? When you see that, like those little things in the light, that means Jesus is here. Yeah, he does that. Like when I go on my walks, you can see this is the only way I'm going to see him. You see that kind of in the light, how everything is kind of like bouncing, the light kind of is bouncing like that he's here. I think he's moved in now. My apartment is his new headquarters because I finished everything. I did everything he wanted. I got rid of all the boxes, got rid of the duplicates. I basically have it set up the way he likes. Yeah, they're expecting snow tonight, possibly. He wanted the dresser over here, and this is this is where I have my files. I pared them down. He wants all the clothes in this drawer here, and he wanted the computer here with the chair right here, and I did it just like he wanted. Right in here he said all the clothes need to be in this closet and in here, though I do have some by the door, but I think you'll forgive me for that, because I just want to have, here's my office stuff, and I basically threw out anything that I do not use. So all my clothes and my shoes are here just like he instructed. Right here You might say, how do you know he's here? Because I sense a presence. And it's a very soothing, comforting fatherly presence. He's like a doting father, and it's like I'm his favorite daughter. Okay, here's what I have here in the bathroom. And yeah, Jesus said to throw out anything that you do not use or that you have duplicates of. And here's the sink. Hello. Oh, look at that. You see that light there? That's him. He's actually 11-dimensional, so he can appear any way he wants, but he's here. I think he's moved in. He decided to do it while I was making this video. You say, why? Because he's trying to convince Satan and Laurie that he's not having sex with me. They think he's going to. They think he's going to have sex with me. Okay, no, he will not do it. Some cleaning supplies are down here. And then here's my shower. Okay. So yeah, see, this is the place that Jesus moved me to. I've got a little space heater in here too. Gail Commandments 2.0. Everybody needs to do them. So I'm following. Yeah, he's here. He's here. That light there. You might say, oh, you're going to have... He's not... First of all, he's not going to appear in a three-dimensional form, you guys. Because it's not... He's worried about Satan impersonating him. In fact, Satan came in here too, and Jesus had to beat him up. I think Satan's gone now. Anyways, let me just go ahead and open some presents and stuff and some cards. Okay, let me open up some presents. By the way, I think Jesus has moved into my apartment. He wanted to do it while I was making this video. You might say, why? Because Laurie McBride and Satan think he's going to be having sex with me. And look, he's here right now, you guys. Satan showed up and tried to cause problems, and Jesus and him were fighting. Okay, let me just go ahead and open up. First of all, I want to thank Clock for the delicious chocolate. He got me some more of this chocolate. This is apparently Belgian chocolate. This is the most delicious chocolate I've ever gotten. You might say, what's it like to have Jesus in here? He's like a doting father. In fact, you might say, well, when you're walking around nude and he's here, wouldn't he be turned on? He's a deity, you guys. But Jesus seems to be communicating with me with a type of telepathy. And I think when I first get out of bed and when I dress into my clothes, he's going to kind of go like this and cover his eyes just to show respect and to make it plain that he's not going to be having any type of sex with me. Okay, I have some cards that I need to open, kind of like a father with a daughter. I mean, let's say you're a father and you have a teenage daughter. Fathers don't usually look at their teenage daughters naked. You may say, but you only have a studio apartment. Yeah, that's why he's going to kind of like go like this when I'm dressing. Because he's kind of like a father with like his daughter, you know. You say, why in the world is he going to live with you if he doesn't plan on having sex with you? He's like a doting father. I'm his favorite. But no sex. You say, but he has perfect abs. So what? And if you saw him, you would just jump all over him. Actually, I'm not saying that I wouldn't be turned on by him, because from what I understand, he's pretty hot. But I think my gut reaction if I saw him would be to bow down and worship him. I would think it would be a sacrilege to have sex with a deity. Anyways, let me get my letter opener here, because I got some stuff at my P.O. box. This one here is from Australia, New South Wales. So let me go ahead and open it. And Brandy, thank you so much. I love this desk. I got it on a couple days ago, and I just was really busy, and I didn't have time to make the video. Merry Christmas! The front of the card is an Australian duck-billed platypus. They are in a separate order of mammals known as monotremes. They live in the rivers of Australia and lay eggs for their young. Now, how interesting that this is what's in this card. I'll tell you why in a minute. To Gail, may all your wishes and dreams come true. So glad there are people like you. Sending Christmas wishes your way. Take care. From Marie. Marie in Australia? Well, thank you, Marie. Cool. I thought this would be like from Guy Jackman. I have an Australian friend here that's... Thank you, Marie. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, what did I do with the... I got to put it up here on the board. Hey, Jesus, can you help me remember where I put the... You know what? I think they're in here. Yeah. Here they are. Wow, I found it right away. I don't know if that was him or not. Basically, the place is super organized because that's the result of doing Gail Commandments 2.0. So I know exactly where everything is. Okay, let's go ahead and put Marie's card up here. Oh no, that one fell down. Okay, we'll put this here. Okay, and then put this one back up. And this was from Guy Jackman. Yeah, that's right, I already got a card from Guy, so I wouldn't be getting another one. All right. There, that goes there. That goes there. Now, here's another one. This one's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Let me go ahead and open this. Oh, he sent me some money. Thank you. $10. I'll have yourself a merry little Grinchmas. Hi, Gail. It's been a while, so I thought I'd drop you a note for Christmas and the new year. I'm so happy your move went well and that you're happy in your new apartment. Have you been getting settled into a new routine okay? Yes, thanks to doing Jesus' Gail Commandments 2.0. Do you mind if I ask you why you chose Alabama? I'm now going to call it Gail-abama, by the way. Because it's cheap, the apartments are cheaper here. And I got a really good deal on an apartment here. And also, I'm not against the... from what I understand, Jesus wanted me to move here because there aren't a lot of Jesuits in Alabama. Yeah, that's another reason. I just finished my first semester of teaching here. I absolutely loved it, but it was very busy, 50 or 60-hour work weeks. That sounds busy. I also had a student file a complaint against me, so responding to that added to my stress. Jesus, maybe you can help him. You're right here. I always try to, and there are a lot of people that have cancer in my apartment complex, and I'd like you to help them, Jesus. You know who they are. Yeah, he's right here. He's right here. I sense his presence. I know you said you encountered difficult times when you were teaching, both in the 1980s and early 2000s. How did you keep going without burning out completely? What advice can you offer? I don't really know if I'm qualified to give advice on, because I didn't really teach that much. But let's just say this. If what you're doing is something you're passionate about, Jesus, what should I tell him? Anyway, I'm still not a Patreon supporter, so if you wouldn't mind reading this on air when you get it, this would be great. With much love, blessings, and light for your new year, Professor... And I won't mention the rest to keep him protected. I would just say that, yeah, that's pretty tough, 50 or 60-hour work weeks, but I can understand because moving was like 50 or 60-hour work weeks. And doing Gail Commandments 2.0, I would say you need to prioritize what really matters to you, okay? And take some time out every day to do something that relaxes you and makes you happy. Yeah, for me, that is like reading the Bible. But yeah, you need to make sure that you do something every day that you really enjoy. Not something you have to do because it's your job, but something that you really enjoy. And that helps with dealing with the stress. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. Yeah, I think that's really important. So, yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, so, yeah, and you need to prioritize your time and understand that there's only so much you can do. Make sure you do all the Gail commandments, prioritize your time, and hit the most important stuff first. And if you can't get it all done, don't sweat over it. Don't go in a guilt trip over it. Just realize, get the most important stuff done, and then do the rest tomorrow or some other day. That would be my advice. That's what I had to do on the move. It took a little longer than I might like. It took me a month and a half basically to completely move in because I had to reorganize everything. I had to get rid of a lot of stuff, and on some days I just had to say that certain things that you're not going to be able to get it all done. Don't worry about it. Just go to bed and make sure you take good care of yourself. Make sure you eat balanced diets. Try to get your rest. So that's what I would say. You need to, when you have more to do in a day than you have time to do, teaching can be very, very demanding, and I do believe that once teachers get the hang of their routine, they can find ways to save time. So just tell yourself that once you get better at this, you're going to find ways to save time. And if worse comes to worse, don't be ashamed to enlist some help. Get some help. Get people to help you. Maybe somebody can help you grade papers. Maybe somebody can help you decorate your room or whatever, you know. Get some help if you can. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about some exciting news. The last video that I made was a great success. The blacks stopped rioting, but guess what? That recipe that I made for the chicken is magic. Do you realize that part of the reason the chicken tasted so good when I made that recipe is because that recipe, that flour mixture that I created, actually when you cook the chicken with that, it turns the synthetic birds into real birds. So every time people eat my fried chicken, they're eating real chicken. It transforms the synthetic birds into real birds. And we have discovered that if we get a synthetic egg, because all the eggs are synthetic right now, and we coat it with like an egg coating, and then put the synthetic flour, the flour from my recipe on the egg, and then put the egg in an incubator, that it hatches the real bird, our real chicken. So the blacks have been getting they've been getting the synthetic eggs, coating it with egg coating, and then putting my flour mixture from my recipe on it, and putting the eggs in incubators, and they're growing their own chicken farms now. And this is not only working for the chickens, but it's working for all the birds out there. So what we're doing is bird lovers are finding the synthetic eggs of the birds that Lori and Satan killed, and they're coating it with, it doesn't have to be the egg from the particular bird. It can be any sticky substance, like egg. Put it on the outside of the synthetic egg, coat the egg with the flour mixture from my recipe, put it in an incubator, and you'll be growing and then the real birds will hatch from the eggs It's apparently something Jesus is doing. And Brent believes that if everybody will do this in about 6 months, the birds will all be back. Now, the birds, there have always been drone birds before Jesus started appearing as a bird. Now, when I was in Florida, Jesus appeared as a bird to me. I can sense he's here. He's walking around in my apartment. He decided to do it while I was making this video. I think he's already kicked Satan out. And no, Satan, he's not having sex with me, and he never will. I'm not his bride. His bride is the church. You say, well, why in the world would he want to live with you? It's like a doting father. I'm his favorite child. Anyways, my husband Brent Spiner thinks that if everybody does this, that within 6 months we'll have the real birds back. Now, before Jesus started appearing as a bird to me, and he did at one time as a hawk, a blue jay, and a buzzard. Before he did that, about 3% of the birds were drones. But then, after he appeared as a, I'll have a link to that underneath this video where you can see the web page I made where he showed up as a hawk, a blue jay, and a buzzard. And before he did that, about 3% of the birds were drones, and then Satan and Lori got angry because he showed up as a bird to me 3 times, and they killed all the birds. And I've been praying to Jesus about that and saying I was really upset that all the birds are dead because I love birds. And Jesus now has found a way to bring them back. Everybody needs to use that recipe. I'll have a link to the recipe underneath this video, and I'll have a link to the bird appearances that Jesus made. You know, I asked Brent, why in the world would Lori kill all the birds just because Jesus appeared as a bird to me several times? Brent said she's just so jealous. She feels that Jesus plans on, that it just validates me and gives me real validation, and like I don't deserve it. And I thought, how could she be dumb enough to believe that Jesus would have sex with me? Does she think Jesus is a liar? And Brent said that Satan believes that no male is honest about their sex life. And I said, yeah, but Jesus is God. He's not human. And Brent said, well, to Satan, all he heard was no. You see, Lucifer rebelled from heaven because Jesus rejected him as a gay lover. Yeah. Oh, he's back. Satan and Jesus are back in here fighting again. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus rejected him as a gay lover, and all Satan heard was no. Jesus said, I'm not going to have sex with you, Lucifer. You say Jesus is going to have sex with his bride, the church? Yes, but it's not like the way, it's 11-dimensional. It's going to go out into the expanding universe. I don't even think our mortal bodies can handle it. So no, he's not going to be having sex with me. But we had a night here where it was about 19 degrees, and he tucked me in. I could feel it. He, like a doting father. It was very, very sweet. Jesus can be so sweet. There was nothing sexual about it at all. Anyways, I wanted to thank you all for my presents. Thank you for the $10. I'll put this into my savings like what Jesus wants me to do. And yeah, I have a wonderful studio here. And it's an honor to have Jesus here with me. Yeah, I've pretty much done everything that he wanted. He's actually the interior designer. He told me to put the dresser here, the computer desk here. I kind of guessed on the piano, and apparently he likes where I put it. And so anyways, yeah. Come on, Lori. He's here right now, and he's not gonna show himself to me. I had a conversation with Brent on Skype, and Jesus will not let me see him in a three-dimensional human body until Brent and I are married. I know that for sure. And if he does show himself to me, it'll be when Brent is right beside me. Yep, I know that for sure. You say, well, how do you know he's here? I can sense his presence. You say, how can you sense it? It's kind of a 11-dimensional thing, maybe? I'm kind of higher dimensional because I have a Gail shield. Anyways, you guys, I finished my apartment today. The only thing I have to do is I have some moving boxes in the trunk of my car, and I have to bring them out to a recycling place and donate them to get rid of them because we're not allowed to throw out moving boxes here. So, but I'm done, and I have a wonderful place. It's oh, I need to hang up this card. Yeah, from my friend here. Let me go ahead and do that from my professor friend. So let's put that up here. There we go. There. Yeah, I have wonderful supporters. That one of them named Brandy got me this desk. She got me the bookcase, and I'm just very grateful. Jesus uses some awesome people in my life to take care of me. Yeah. So my doting father is here with me. He said he seems to be telling me that when I have to change, like when I don't have clothes on, he's going to go like this, out of respect, because fathers are not supposed to see a naked daughter, out of respect. So yeah, there'll be no sex. He's like a doting father. Yeah, he's kind of like wandering around here. I can sense it. He's enjoying himself. You see, this is like going to be his new headquarters. You say, we don't believe he's there. That's fine. So, Lori, you don't need to get all huffy about this. I'm not going to be having sex with him. So just relax. She really needs to have a life. She devotes all her energies to competing with people that she perceives have unfair advantages over her. You shouldn't question Jesus, Lori. You shouldn't question him. If he says he's not going to have sex with me, that's what he meant. He's not human. He's a deity. Get it through your thick pea-brain skull, you emotional IQ retard. That's what Lori McBride is. You may say, but Satan's got 500 for emotional IQ, and he thinks that Jesus is going to be having sex with you. Well, he's here right now, and he's not having sex with me. And he tucked me to bed, and he didn't have sex with me. Satan, you need to quit projecting yourself onto Jesus. Okay? He's not a liar like you. Anyways, I'm very happy to be here. And it's an honor to have my doting father with me. Jesus is awesome. So, let's just go ahead and get out and make this video. Oh, here it is. Yeah.